Hello and welcome back, gamers. This is Eric from Fahrenheit speaking, and today we're gonna continue with Oracle of Seasons. It may be a new day for you, it may not. For me, it's actually the same day as the previous episode. We're still playing Link, second only to Babu. And let's go. So, as you can see, I've died twice, but they're not really, I don't know, they're not like difficult deaths, they're just recklessness deaths, really. Was extremely careless in the first dungeon, and I ended up dying for it. We'll see if this changes in this episode, because we're gonna go for Dungeon 4, which is supposedly up north, and we should be able to get to it by using the Rock's Feather that we have. Jump Feather. But first, we're gonna go speak to Impa, see if she has anything new to say. I mean, she probably just tells us where to go. Sunken City, if I heard of a town in the east, try there, go with caution. In the east, huh? I'm pretty sure it's to the north? I mean, it's here, that's northeast, right? Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the east side of the map. I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's go. I recently came back from a workout, ate a lot of food, so I'm gonna be a little bit dazed this time, probably. We'll see how that turns out. I am drinking my evening coffee as we're playing today, so taking a sip right there. So we'll see what happens. And here we're gonna need Riki-chan. Let's see what happens. Does he appear next to me? So I said last episode that I wanted to try... Yep. I wanted to try to see if I can get him to appear on the wrong side. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Let's see. So overall, I'm really enjoying this game. Which is expected, that's why I wanted to play it. I don't really play games that I don't think I'm gonna enjoy. And of course I played this one before. Had a lot more gripes with it back then. I think it's a game that's pretty unforgiving if you get stuck, but I haven't really gotten stuck yet, so... Buried? Yeah. So I'm really enjoying myself. But there's also something really nice about... So when it comes to game design, I'm usually very split on most things, because it's not nice to get stuck, right? But if it's impossible to get stuck, it doesn't feel as good to make progress. At least to me, that's how it is. So, in a game like this, it doesn't really feel... I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking nonsense. That's possible, right? That is possible. But imagine that the game is kind of hard, right? And sometimes you get stuck. And that's annoying, and then you figure out a solution, and maybe the solution was bullshit, and you feel cheated, or maybe the solution was actually really clever, and you feel like you were outsmarted by the game. And then you move on, and the fact that that can happen, I think that actually makes it more enjoyable when you solve a puzzle quickly. Like, when you quickly figure out the solution to something, that feels better because you know that you can get stuck on things. That is, so I played Portal yesterday for the first time. Obviously not exactly unfamiliar with the concept of the game or anything, because of how famous it is. But that was something I thought of when playing the game, that it was a very easy puzzle game. I haven't played the extra levels, maybe they are harder, I don't know. Played the main campaign, the main, the main game, I guess. None of the extra stuff, and I never really got stuck anywhere. Not for longer than 30 seconds or so, I would say. And I think that makes it so... That kinda makes it... I wonder if it contributes to some sort of overall impression that this is an easy game. And and any progress you make, like, you can't really, like, you can take credit for it for sure because you did it, but it doesn't feel like anything to be proud of, I guess. I guess that's how I feel about games in general. When games are too easy, I don't feel I don't feel any pride for any progress I made. Which is a feeling that draws me to difficult games, I suppose. I don't think that's an emotion everyone values in gaming, but it's certainly something that I enjoy. I am a gaming pride enjoyer. Let's see, do you want a pot? We got some pot for you. And hidden his diving gear and gone off somewhere. Well, let's go after him. I'm guessing this guy is not your husband? No, my pop's a master diver, that's right. Stingy guy. Oh! Imagine Link goes and talks to him and then he just fucking dies. Oh. Hello. Doesn't this kind of look like Kirby? It's just sitting on this guy's head. It's like a decapitated corpse and he just has Kirby for a head with the arms. Maybe the hands on this guy are actually just Kirby's feet. Do you see it? Does he have his head up Kirby's ass? A treasure. It's a boy's dream. I think about it so much I can't sleep. No. Alright. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. There's a treasure up on the mountain. Well, actually, I'm gonna talk to him again. What did it? I'm very distracted by my bizarre Kirby fantasy here. Legends say some sort of treasure sleeps on the summit. It's a boy's dream. I think about it so much that I can't sleep. Okay. A treasure on the summit. That's quite vague. This looks like it's a tunnel. You dive there. Huh. There's gotta be something in this room, right? Right? So this is something kind of annoying in this game. So you can poke the wall, right, to check... You can poke with your sword to check if it's bombable. You can do that in Link to the Past too. But then you only had to... I think you only had to hold it diagonally and Link would like move at a pretty decent pace along the wall. But in this game he moves so slowly. He ends up poking way more than he needs to. Yes! The Gale Seeds! That's what we want. Actually, we're gonna use it, wait, that's not right. We're gonna use it right away to restock on Pegasus Seeds. Pegaseeds, if you will. I think I've said that before. So as soon as you unlock Gale Seeds, you pretty much have unlimited seeds unless you're in a dungeon. Kinda makes me wonder why we need to have seeds as a resource and why they can't just be items. Like the Ember Seed is the lantern, Mr. Seeds are magic powder. Oh shit, we got him! It's Dimitri. Okay, so you do get to try the other animals, at least one of them. DD? Yeah, I'm sure you will. I will fucking kill you. Yes. Yes, go blow up the village. Oh shit, they just walk on the water, huh? Jesus crowd over here. Hey, come on, man, I'm trying to talk. I am Dimitri, you can't swim. I can even swim up waterfalls. You help me, now I help you. Today me, tomorrow you. Even up waterfalls, you can also carry me using the power bracelet. That's pretty cool, but it's kind of weird. I don't think any of the other animal companions interact with any items. Because you can walk out on the water if you do the chomp. Hello? No, he swims faster than he walks, that's nice. Isn't he at the Dongo? Vases wanted. Ingo, collector. Hello, evil Luigi. That big Goron, no matter how often I ask, he won't give me his vase. I'd give my dinner for it. Fish! That's, it's not a very good trade you're offering. But okay, so that gives us another, like, point of information, right? Because we know that the guy with the cat outside of Horon village wants fish. So he can retrieve his precious mittens. Is that the next dungeon? Or, no, I think this is where the witch lives, right? How the fuck do you get up there? I don't know. I think that's where you buy potions, which is pretty nice. Potions always fully heal you, right? So the more hearts you have, the better they are. That's one way to think of it. Oh, you can't enter doors. Or you can think of it as they're always equally good because they always... I mean, they always double your power, right? They always... Really? You can't eat them? They always... the potion always doubles the number of mistakes you can make, which is what hearts represent. And enemy damage tends to scale with... There you go. Like, enemy damage, as well as your hearts, tend to scale with the amount of progress you made in the game. So, the potion fully healing you is worth about as much, regardless of where you are in the main story, right? Go to the next cave and open all 4 eyes in a single tray. Yeah, spin attack, baby! I think that's what that means. I mean, you can also think of it as... so, like, the difficulty, right, tied to the hearts and such, you die if you run out of hearts, so the game is more difficult if you take more damage. Like, another way you can think of it is, not only do enemies tend to do more damage, that's true, but that's not always true. It's also that... Oh, it's also that in the later dungeons, you can't go on the bridge? No? Okay. In the later dungeons, you also have to go further without the opportunity to heal. You can't move this one? Can you push them multiple times? Yes, you can. Dimitri? No, I can jump. So the gauntlets get longer. Wait, what? Oh, does he get a certificate and then he'll give you the gear, I guess? But yeah, the dungeons, they get more complicated to solve. Which means that you're more likely to take wrong turns and prolong the amount of time that you're exposed to enemies that can hurt you, right? You passed the tests. I'm the pupil. I don't like when characters say that you're a pupil and then they never talk to you again. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, this game surprised me before, so maybe this guy will talk to me again. It is kind of cool that you team up with all the animal companions, even the ones you don't partner with permanently. I don't think there's anything else I want to do with Dimitri up here. I can't jump off in the water, even though I can swim now. Delicious spring bananas. Wait, what? You want bananas? Okay. Goodbye, Dimitri. It doesn't even say goodbye. It's actually really nice that you swim with just A and B in this game, instead of mashing the D-pad like you do in Ages once you get the mermaid suit. But there's a good reason it works that way, right? Because with the mermaid suit you can also use your items, so you need A and B. I don't know, it just feels better to swim... Okay, we're gonna plant this here. It just does feel better to swim with A and B in my opinion. This is Gacha Seed I might never retrieve. Might never ever retrieve it because it's so far out of the way, but we'll try it. Gain Seeds, my beloved. Now we can actually explore quite a bit more stuff, I think, now that we can swim. We might go on an exploring spree after the next dungeon, I don't know. It depends on, depends on how hard it is to get to Dungeon 5. Oh yeah, isn't this the time, now that I think about it, I think it's Dungeons 4 and 5 you can do out of order. I wonder if this is the place you dive. Yes, it is. But you use items here as well. Yeah, I guess the difference is in Aegis you can actually use 2 items when you have the mermaid suit. Instead of just your B item, you can use your A and B items. Let's see where this leads. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. I think this time we're actually gonna do Dungeons 4 and 5 in the appropriate order. Because why not? Why fucking not? And since I am pulling some sort of moosh, I love moosh. Since we are pulling some sort of foul baby's first video game analysis here, just bring Banana Tree up there. But until the rock flowers bloom in spring, I can't climb up. Can nothing be done? Yeah, since we're also pulling some sort of game analysis thing here, we I think we'll understand the game more easily if we go in the intended order. This is a very nice background. I like it a lot. Let's get the power of spring! Spring Jutsu. What the hell is that? No. I wonder if you can beat the game with this. This felt bad in Ages, and it feels bad in Seasons, man. This is the kind of time... like, why can't... Oh, it's another stealth section, because that's what this game needed, right? Like, sometimes I wonder, why can't Link just fucking kill NPCs, man? Like, these goobers stealing my shit. I mean, I see why you can't, but... This is a very gamey game, right? It's like, you're gonna play the game, or you might as well get out of here, but... Do I really have to play this game? Look at it, it's not even hard, it's just obnoxious. Like, on some level, I'm just... there's just some indignation I feel at having to go through this because they stole my shit. Like, why do I have to play by their rules? Why do I have to not be seen? Why can't I just beat the fuck out of them and take my stuff back? I would love to have that option. But then if that was an option, no one would ever do this stupid fucking stealth section, right? Slurring my words. But maybe that's an indication that this is not a very good section. And also, like, that looks like a pretty obvious diggy spot. Is that where they bury it? Why is there no option to just go somewhere and wait, and then come back and you just dig everywhere and you find the item? And they're gonna do the cheapo? No? Wow, look at that! I never would have guessed that's where it was if I didn't follow them. Return the ore? Oh, it just disappeared. Oh, that's nice. I don't love the sound that the Pegasus seeds make. So like this section, like this challenge where you have to like move around and avoid being seen, I think it's actually pretty fun. But it really kills my immersion that I have to do it, you know? It really kills my immersion that I have to do it. It really bothers me that Link can't beat them up. Which, again, I think I said previously, I think the games imply that he's sort of a social pushover. I don't know what other adjective to use here, but like people can kind of talk over him and push him around and he'll do what people say. It's only if you attack him that he'll attack back. And then he'll absolutely destroy you. But he's never gonna attack someone unless they attack him first. So he'll just let people push him around, pretty much. And I guess in a way it's true to his character, but it really bothers me that... but even then, like, why does he have to follow them? Why can't he just wait and then go dig in the obvious spot that they buried it? This is something that bothers me to an unreasonable degree, actually. Look at the dithering on the sand. That's really nice. I wonder if it was drawn this way to save data. This looks like it could be a 1 BPP texture or image, I guess. I guess they're not really called textures. And look at that. The ship's bow is in the desert. That means, well, I can't do anything here, it seems. But now we know... Sip of coffee. Now we know a little bit about this ship. I mean, we didn't even know there was a ship in the desert until here, right? I mean, I remember it, but I don't think I don't think we ever saw it. I don't think anyone told us either. We're gonna have to pause for a second. And we're back. What do people even say we're back when you cut out the part that you were gone? That's sort of weird, isn't it? I mean, obviously I just did it because I've heard other people do it, but why do people do it? I mean, I could ask why I did it, right? But the answer is not really interesting. I just do it because I've heard other people do it. Is that the case for everyone? That hole goes to the temple. That's great. Thanks for telling me. Ooh. Oh. Let's check this. Haha, Sireno. I feel like the animation of this lava could stand to be like twice as fast at least. Alright, we're gonna get the power of spring. Spring Jutsu. What is that? Is that a thing? Or did I just make it up? Spring Jutsu. I am the spirit of spring. Rock-hard buds bloom in spring. It is a season of discovery. To think I can add to the power of the hero with the symbol. I loan you the power of the spirit of spring. That's great, honey. Spring dew? Huh. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a place to plant the next Gasha seed. Oh, oops, fuck ass. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay, let's keep exploring, see if we find... Okay, we can actually cross with the Pegasus seeds, but... I don't think there's anything on that side we really want to interact with right now. Hello? We want a dirty feather. Did they come here trying to sell it to him? Alright. Well, I want my dirty feather, thank you very much. Hard ore. Alright, let's find some hard ore. It's supposed to be the best. Does that mean I'm supposed to dig here? Am I gonna get hard ore if I dig here? Oh, that's not hard ore. You lied to me, Sabrosha man. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that in case it is the hard ore. This disappears in the lava. Alright, there was nothing here. You lied to me, Sabrosha man. No, it's just its ore chunks. Yeah. Ooh, let's explore here. I know there's treasure around here somewhere, and I'm gonna find it. That's great, honey. That's great, honey. Volcano showers feel so good. So great, or whatever. Cool. I cannot get across here. Okay, so I think this is where you have to go to get the Spirit of Summer, is that right? No? No, wait, Spirit of Fall is the last one. I cannot get across here unless I have the Rock's Cape, which you get in the very last dungeon, I think. I think that's the last item. So realistically you can't cross unless you have the magnetic gloves, because you get those in dungeon 4 or 5, I think. It's around the mid-game that you get the magnetic gloves. It's definitely before the Rock's Cape. Yes, you sure are. Nice little yawn for you. So what can we do here, actually? I mean, there was a jumpy thing here. Can we just go get the last season right away? Probably not, but doesn't hurt to check. Wait, is this a good... Can we go there? I don't know. Let's try it. I don't love context-sensitive actions in games, but oh, oops. But I do think that having to swap your items around to lift little rocks is quite obnoxious, and I wonder, wouldn't it have been better if you just walk up to it and press A regardless of which item you have? It's so rare that you want to walk up to a rock and use the item you have on A unless it's the bracelet, right? Digging around for... Oh yeah. I did this last time too, right? You see this. Digging around for ore chunks. You just can't help but think of City Escape. Well, let's see if we can't get to the final spirit. Because if we can, why not? I love doing things I'm not supposed to. This guy, this is the greatest NPC. I fucking love NPCs like this. That just say stupid shit like this. It's amazing. Oh, okay. Chunks of ore to melt in the furnaces. Okay, can you break this? A bomb flower. Some guy down south saw a bomb flower? I guess in this region that I haven't been to yet. Do the, let's see, the portals, they don't actually match, like, where they are in the surface world, right? Like, I went through a portal to the northeast, and I ended up here, close to the ship. Yeah, I think they just don't match. I wonder what's in this square. Let's go check it. I think there was a jumpable pit that was in the way, so we should be able to see it now. Hello? True. I like his palette. Oh wait, that's not the right one. I wonder if you can find a ring or something that lets you swim in the lava. Probably not, but it would be neat. Oh, it's just this. You can probably dig over there. Let's talk to this guy. I wonder if these two have dialogue, even though you can't talk to them. I don't think you can use Gale Seeds underground, right? Nope. Let's make our way all the way back to whence we came. Because that's all we can do here, I think. Let's check here, just to be sure. Yes, yes. We can't get across there. Let's go. Oops. This is a new area. Lava soup is so delicious. One sip of that cures any cold. All the ingredients I could treat you to a tasty soup, but not without a fine iron pot that's been well seasoned, baby. Sure. So now that's a great cooking animation. Pink Clang Clock Blorp or whatever. The lava and iron create a harmony of flavors. Who did we give this to? Worm, maybe? I don't think we've met any Subrosian that said they were hungry. Do you eat lava? It's really interesting. That's the one. Ah, that's so cool. The eyes follow you. That's the final dungeon, I think. It's really cool how the game just opens up as soon as you get the feather. I think I can kind of just go anywhere. Not quite, but I can go to a lot of places. Okay. I have not used this one, and I don't think I can ever cross this way, right? You can cross from the other... Oops. I swear I hit jump. Oh, now it beep. Do we dig for hearts? I don't think you get hearts in Subrosia, do you? Can we get into this screen below? Yes, we can. Oh, it's just... Oh, could I have brought Rosa here? Oh, maybe I still can. Ooh, now I'm really curious. What's gonna be in there? I really want to try it. I really want to try bringing Rosa. Right. So this is the very last one. I don't remember where the entrance is at all. Is this super good or something? But this portal, of course, leads to the last dungeon. That's fucked. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You betrayed me, Subrosia kid. Oh shit. I mean, was it worth it? Probably not. I don't think I'm ever gonna buy anything with ore chunks. I mean, there's the guy that sells hearts, which I would totally buy at this point just to stop the beeping. Where is that? It's here? What's this path? Oh, that's useless. Maybe I shouldn't think of things in terms of useful or useless. That was, well, it's still, it's still a pretty useless path, though. Okay, so the quest right now is to find some hearts. Then, ooh, was ist das? 10 bombs and 50 ore chunks. Yes. I don't have bombs, really. Wait, what did it say? A seed ring? What does that mean? 30 ore chunks, sure. 10 ore, yeah, sure. 5 ore chunks, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, it's for the town shop. Okay, so I don't have any bombs, apparently. Oh, that's so obnoxious. Can you just sell bombs? No. That's crazy. That's really obnoxious. That's actually really obnoxious. I get pretty exasperated over pretty small things sometimes, but man. You wanna go on a date? Yes. Ho ho. Maybe we can use Rosa because she's the bomb. Where were we going again? Right through here. I wonder how they coded Rosa. She spawned in the tunnel too, right? Can she spawn in any room? Like if you break out of where you're supposed to go, like you go out of bounds somehow, and you end up in the overworld, does she still follow you? If you go into dungeon, will she still follow you? I don't know. Let's see what this is. 10 bombs, please. Ah, fucking damn it. I really want that bomb bag. Is it important? Not at all. But I want it. I'm being a greedy bitch. Maybe we should just enjoy what we have, you know? Who needs a bomb bag anyway? So, okay, so we explored there. The only places left... Like, this is the only main region, which I think is related to unlocking the... this one? Tower Autumn, not Fall, but Autumn. The Tower of Autumn. Okay, let's head back. We did get a new spirit, so we can probably get to the next dungeon, right? Oh shit. Oh. So I decided we are going to go to Dungeon 4 first, as intended. Even though one of the cooler things in this game is that you can do 4 and 5 out of order, exploring and figuring out that you can actually access Dungeon 5 is it's a really cool moment, and it's pretty easy to do if you're explorative. So it's a little bit of a shame that we're not gonna do it, but I think it's important that we go in order so we can truly see things in the order they were intended to be seen. I don't think I've ever done this before. I think I've done 5 before 4 every time, so this is actually a new experience for me. Flaps when held, otherwise it's dangerous. Does he attack me? He's not dangerous, you fucking liar. Wait, do I control him? Nope. Oh, I mash A. Okay. Okay, he controls himself, but I have to mash A. In a rhythm. In a very precise rhythm, huh? Alright. That was pretty fun. And we have to change items again. Wow, 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 wow. Honestly, the only thing this game needs is some way to not have to pause to change items so often. Obviously, one thing you could do is just design the game so you don't have to change items very often, but I think that's sort of uninteresting, because I really like the level design. However, the menu just can't really match the world, which is a problem. I wonder if what I suggested before, mapping, you know, some sort of item swap quick thing, like maybe you equip 2 sets of items, right? So you equip your A and B on your, 1 slot, and then you equip another A and B on your 2 slot, and then you swap between 1 and 2 with select. If you played, 4 bombs, right, you get 4 still, that's weird. So in Zelda 1, you could have 8 bombs, and they dropped in 4s. That made sense, right? But now you can have 10, and they still drop in 4s. That's kind of annoying. Let's go, Moosh. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Can we bring him all the way here? Get the treasure? Probably not. He said water is his weakness, so he probably doesn't want to go over Sunken City. I don't think we can go all the way here, right? There's a tree trunk here, so he wouldn't be able to go through it anyway. We're gonna have to wait until we get the super duper cape. Moosh is my favorite animal companion. Wait, did I miss a cave? I can't remember. Did I go in? Did I just skip the cave here? Let's check it. Sorry if I'm being goldfish right now, but I really want to know if I skipped this cave right here. Come on, Kuko. You can do it. I did skip it. I did skip it. That's so insane. So I really was gold fishing, just not in the way I insinuated there. Let's go. A ring. Okay. Oh, don't do it to me, Johnny. Oh, fuck, you almost did it to me. No, Heartkun is gonna despawn. Oh, it didn't. Alright, can we... That's right. Speedrun strats. I am a runner of speed. You cannot comprehend the true velocity of my attack. Oh. Moosh can jump down, that's awesome. Can you fly in? I mean, this is another example of things that make sense that you would be able to do it, but you just can't. Because it's not intended. Which is... it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Hello? Sir? No shields. He's gonna attack me? Even if you have a key, you still need a keyhole. Okay. So he's talking about his brother that has the key, I guess. No! He can't fly over it. He's just too scared. Okay, I'm gonna have to work a bit harder on my coffee right now. Is this the brother that has the key? I like that you deflect 2 seeds. Pretty nice. Even if you have a keyhole, you still need a key. Moronic brother, the key is in the valley in the west. Oh, that's great. But the valley in the west. Not to be confused with Wally West. I can float if you tap. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Moosh. Love you, boo. Dragon key, right? That's the dancing dragon dungeon? Is that right? I kind of like it when dungeons are called blah 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 dungeon. I think we can actually get this heart piece over here. We're gonna try. I don't remember if this dungeon is hard, but if it is, it could be beneficial to have this thing, right? And we have 3 pieces already, so let's see if we can get the last one. That's the satisfying part. Really? Wait, what? No? Oh, we have to jump down. With Moosh. With the power of Moosh. But I don't think we can, right? We can't reach the screen where we jump down. Huh? We have to jump from here. But we can't. So we need to get up there somehow. Alright. Oh shit. Destruction. No. I wonder how we would do that. Is there anything here? Oh, it's just this area. I've been here, right? Right, that's where I came with Dimitri? No? It's where I swam to with the underground tunnel, I guess. Ooh, oh, the flower is just bright. That's nice. Let's go up here. Goodbye, Moosh. You're a real one. Bomba. Alright, let's see now what happens. What the hell is this? The snow doesn't seem to hear you, so we need to wake this guy. Is this Talon? Probably. Then we give the mushroom to the witch, maybe? I don't know who else. Alright, so we need to be here in winter, I think. Oh shit, no! Fucking damn it. I mean, I never use it, but that's still kind of annoying. Okay, so we can change here. Isn't this the path to the heart piece? It is! Let's get it. Let's go! It says the exact same thing even when you get a heart container. And that little full heart container jingle, not the most satisfying. Okay, so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hearts on each row, huh? There are 12 more heart pieces to find, I think. But probably not, because you get an extra heart right away if you link the games. So I guess there are only 8 more heart pieces, and you actually can't get all of them unless you're in a linked game, which... If that's true, I don't like it. Oh, he said the snow blocks the way because it was snowed in. I didn't realize that I opened the path. Wait, why do I have a missing item? The shield, right. Heckin' shield eaters. Ah, fuck. I'm playing real sloppy. This is not a good omen. This is a very bad omen. Probably gonna die in this dungeon. Which will be another polydeath. Which is when you die because you're not playing your best. Rather than, you know, dying because something is really that hard. We have 10 bombs, we can actually get the bigger bomb bag, but fuck going all the way back there. It's not like we need to have more bombs anyway. Let's see what we can do here. What are you supposed to talk about when you do a Let's Play like this? I don't really know. Sometimes I just feel like playing the game, man. Let's see. Flying Kuko. Flaps when held, otherwise it's dangerous! Why does it keep saying that? It's not gonna attack me. You need to mash at a very precise rhythm. Oh, fuck. It's really hard to find the rhythm. It's like super picky. If you do it too fast, it doesn't count. Oh, he can't walk down. Okay, ooh. I smell the hints of something frustrating. You know, it's not my favorite. Oh, fucking damn it. Frustrating things like this is not my favorite gameplay mechanic, not gonna lie. Okay, sad. There's something kind of nice about these old games, where, you know, there's something I've been thinking about with Tears of the Kingdom, which I played recently. It took me 250 hours to get to the end in that game. I did a lot of stuff before I went to the final boss, as you can probably guess from my playtime. That's the pace, that's the pace. Look at that fucking pace! It took me pretty long to get to the final boss because I did a lot of stuff. as you can probably tell. Did not get all the Koroks. I do not care about those. Because we need another season, huh? But I did do pretty much all the side quests. I got all the armors, I think. Did all the main quests, of course. What else? I don't remember. There's probably a bunch of stuff you have to do that I'm not thinking about. But what I am thinking, that I know that I have not forgotten, Dancing Dragon Dungeon. Look at this, another new floor tile. We're gonna do a floor tile tier list at the end of this playthrough, I swear. So, I'm gonna pause my Tears of the Kingdom rant here, and I'm just gonna say we've had 3 dungeons so far. They all have had different floor tilings, which is excellent. I think they all had different music, which is neat. I think it's neat. The Game Boy Color doesn't have the best sounds or whatever, but it's neat that they went the extra mile, I guess. I really like the floor tilings in the first and third dungeon. I think the third one has the best so far because it combines excellently with the other tiles they use in that dungeon. The second one I like the least because of how fucking insane it looks. And this one is okay, but it looks too obviously tiled for my liking. That's what I wanted to say about that. So, to go back to my Tears of the Kingdom rant, I question if the game has to be as long as it is, or as big as it is. And I'm not even talking about it being full of filler or anything. I don't think it is. I mean, you can argue some of the stuff is filler, but that's not really what I'm getting at. That's not important for my argument. What I do think is important is that it's just such a huge time commitment to one game. That's the real crux of it. There are so many games I want to play, and oh shit, come on, man. There's so many games I want to play, and then this one game comes out, and I want to play that too, and it's super long, and that puts me in this position I really don't like. Look at this, another floor tiling. This was in the previous few rooms too, right? But I notice it now. I like this tiling quite a lot. I like this a lot. Hear that? I mean, this one is super obvious anyway, right? But I just wanted to show the sound. I like how this looks too. Oh, I really like how this looks. Okay, maybe this tiling is the best one. Maybe it is. This is very good. 8 of them. So this one is really easy, right? So the only real question is, which one do you lift? Do you lift one in the corner or in the middle? I think it doesn't actually matter. No, it does it? Does it matter? I mean, if you lift the one in the corner, you can't push anything, so I guess you have to lift this one. Whoa. Oh, you have to lift 2 of them, actually. I guess it's enough that I am standing on one of them. Because look, after you do this, you can't push anymore. Yeah, but I've been thinking about like length in video games a lot recently, and it's part of the reason I wanted to play an old Zelda game again. I know for sure I want to do a playthrough of Majora's Mask, and I probably want to do... I think I want to do my first video essay on Majora's Mask. I have a lot to say about that game. But I don't know, man. I just really feel like games should try to be as good as possible without being long. And I think the kind of game that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is, like that kind of game, has to be really big to really sell its idea, to really realize its vision. So I'm kind of split on it, but like I said previously, that's sort of how I go with most things in video games and art in general, I guess. But there are always I don't even want to say pros and cons because that's too simplistic. It's not about negatives and positives. It's about there's some sort of inner conflict. There's some sort of conflict within me. That's the main thing I'm getting at. So on the one hand, I want to play Tears of the Kingdom forever, because I like it, but I also want to stop playing it so I can play other great games, like this one. I haven't really clocked it. I know roughly how long the recordings have been. I think I'm about 5 or 6 hours into the game, and this is the 4th dungeon already. I know there are 8 dungeons in this game, so this game is not gonna be that crazy long, I think. Like, if it takes 10 hours to beat this game, then I could play this game 25 times in the time I've played Tears of the Kingdom. Or, you know, 25 games of this length. What happened? The stairs appear? I guess this? These puzzles are also kind of weird, right? Because, speaking of puzzles again, because you never know which of the blocks you can push. You can kind of guess it, but you don't know. Also, talking about things, you know, popping from being background tiles to being sprites, these hide them the best because they fully cover a tile, so you can't tell. You really can't tell when they switch, which is pretty nice. I understand why pots can't be perfect squares, but whoa! Look at Riggedy Joseph over there. But it really is obvious when the pots don't have the heckin' when they interrupt the pattern on the floor. It's one of those things, you know, that... Coffee sip? It's one of those things that Link to the Past and the SNES can get away with much easier because the SNES can have multiple background layers, so presumably the floor is on one layer and the pots are on the layer above it. Let's see. Okay, so this dungeon also has 2 floors. So the previous dungeon introduced the concept with 2 floors, so probably this one is gonna do something more complex with that. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. I think the twist with the boss being able to knock you down to the floor below, that didn't happen to me, but I saw that it could happen. And then you actually have to go down into the room below, the punishment room, and that leads to the dungeon's essence, the treasure they have to get after the boss. That was really neat, the use of having 2 floors in a dungeon. Oh shit! Welcome to Mega Man. It would also be really cool to see if it would be really cool to see if any dungeon has more than 2 floors. Why do I need to light this? I guess if you play on an actual Game Boy, this is pretty much impossible to see, but playing on emulator, this is no problem at all. Unless I'm being fooled. Maybe there is something that I actually can't see. I am gonna try lighting it, see what happens if it reveals something I didn't expect. Oh, oops. Okay, so I'm only on dungeon 4. I already have all the seeds. That's pretty nice. What if you can blow something up here? I guess if we had the bigger bomb bag, we could just throw bombs at every wall instead of having to poke with the sword. But that's kind of more obnoxious anyway, because it's probably whoa! It's no! That's fucking bullshit, man. It appears as I'm jumping. Oh shit. It's probably faster to bomb every wall, right? But it's kind of obnoxious because then I have to actually pause the game and swap the items before I know that there's something to bomb. Oh, there you go. It's always kind of interesting how games handle collision when an object appears on top of your character, or like inside your character, or, you know, when an object appears and it overlaps, its collision already overlaps with your character. It's interesting how games handle that. Some games like Mario, they just kill you. In some games you get stuck. That's more common in 3D games, I think. In some games you shoot out at speeds that are way too fast. In this... Okay, so this one we get the map first. So, previous... Oh, this one does have 3 floors. Interesting. I think the previous 2... Dungeons 2 and 3 gave us the compass first. But Dungeon 1 gave us the map first. Although, in Dungeon 3, we could have gotten the map right away, but we just didn't go in that direction, so... Again, with the scrolling dungeon rooms that don't apply... Okay, so there are no paths we haven't taken. Wait, there's one here. Interesting, but I don't think we can go there. So we're gonna have to bomb a wall, right? Which the game did hint at very clearly. Can we push these? Probably not. They don't look pushable. Oh, do we have to get there? Maybe. Why is this called the Dancing Dragon Dungeon? Is it supposed to look like a dragon? I really don't see it. Floor tilings look more like a dragon. So I think... Can I push this? No. I think either we're gonna have to bomb a wall, or we're gonna have to take a secret stairs to get to that stairs behind the key block that we saw in this room. One, like, I don't know if it's a gripe I have. Again, it's something where I feel slightly conflicted, right? With these games. Oh, right, maybe we didn't take all the routes here. Okay, we did. We did take all the routes. Let's check up here anyway. Another sort of gripe is that the maps don't show a lot of information, even after you have been to the rooms. Which, on the one hand, it makes sense because it tests your skill to remember things. But I think it also gets pretty unreasonable in some of the later dungeons because they're just so large that I don't think you really can remember stuff unless you go out of your way to memorize it. Which is a skill. It is a skill that you can be better or worse at, and you could always just write it down on paper if you need to. Kind of go back and forth on it. I think it should match the vibe of the game. And in these games, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what the vibe is. If they should have more information. For example, like this room here, right? The room that's selected, but one to the left. That's the one with the key block and the stairs. And I think I'm looking for a way to get into it. I think I'm looking for a way to get up through those stairs. And I have to remember that. Oh right, I have 2 keys. Talking about remembering. This is a locked door, but it doesn't show a fucking door on the map. Isn't that stupid? Is this a mistake? Usually locked doors show up on the map, right? Oh, now now it becomes one. Okay, this is an example of what I'm talking about. This is not really an argument for changing it or keeping it. This is just an example of what I'm talking about. That I could have remembered that there was a locked door in the entrance, but I didn't. And I only found it because I happened to go all the way back, which I kind of did on autopilot, to be honest. I had no intentionality to going back there. I just happened to do it. So someone more skilled than me, someone who's better at the memory retention skill, could have remembered that and gone back to it with intentionality. It's also possible that you can make him jump in the water. That's awesome. It's very possible that due to lack of intentionality, I just wouldn't have gone back there because I see, oh, that's just the entrance room. There's nothing there, and I don't go back. There's another puzzle. Why is this a solution? I guess the block works kind of like a switch. Maybe you could push it in any direction. I don't have any problems with this block. I really have no problems with it. I think I'm just getting a little bit too preoccupied with the puzzle questioning. But anyway, this sort of thing gets pretty crazy in the later dungeons in Oracle of Seasons, and especially Oracle of Ages. You have to remember a lot. You have to remember insane amounts of information on the map, and or how the dungeon is laid out, I suppose. And the map is not very helpful, and that is the thing I'm wondering, I suppose. How helpful should the map be? You could go in the direction that the DS Zelda games, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks go, where they just show you everything on the map from the start. You don't even have to go to the place. You can just see it as soon as you enter the dungeon. And that makes it very easy to navigate. Or you can do what this game does and just show you this grid with no information. While shit, we don't have the shield. While still asking you to what do we do? You can do what this game does, right? And still ask you to remember a lot of information, which is I think I would actually find this more interesting if it was somehow impossible to write it down on paper. Like, I'm not gonna write it down on paper, but it kind of feels cheap that you can't sort of cheat that way, or you can bypass the difficulty. But at least you're bypassing it through effort, right? Because you have to write it down like by hand, and you have to make sure you don't make any mistakes. So it requires focus. It's not quite like grinding in an RPG where that only requires time. This does require time, but doesn't only require time. I think it takes some slight amount of skill to make a map. And certainly you can use your skill to make a map faster. So it looks like the room on the right is nothing? Why am I going here then? I'm just so curious what it's gonna be. Look at that. I think this guy just says, oh, if you use the Pegasus seeds, you can jump further. Yeah, which we have already used. So, so far, owls in this game have been 100% L's. Alright. No, we wanted to check out the, oh, now I have to go all the way back later. Oh, well, I want to check out the minecart, what's on the left side here. So here you have an example of me remembering something, right? I made sure to retain the information from when I went through that room. And decided to explore this, this looks like a dead end, and I decided to explore it before I proceed. So that jingle means that there's a key in here, I think. Okay. You just dive for it, that's awesome. Kind of sus water shape here, don't you think? What did Miyamoto mean by this? I guess this game was not made by Miyamoto, though. It was directed by Fuji Bayashi-san, who also directed, let's see, I think he directed the last 3 console Zeldas, so Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, here we go. Something I kind of like about the old 2D Zeldas is... Not all of them, not the first Zelda, but I think all the other ones. Link to the Past is like this kind of... No, Link to the Past isn't actually. I guess it's a Link's Awakening, the Oracle games, and Minish Cap. You can just mash and swing the sword so fast. And there's no knockback on you when you hit something. You can just completely shred something. It feels so good to do it, especially in Minish Cap. You can swing really fast in Link to the Past too, because you can cancel the end lag of your sword into another sword swing. But when you hit an enemy, you also bounce back most of the time. At least if the enemy is big, like a boss, right? So you can only mash so fast because you have to take a few steps. You have to like slash, walk forward, and so on. That's something I really like about these games. Here's the deal, 10 Ember Seeds. I don't need Ember Seeds, fuck you. How dare you offer me such a bad deal. I'll buy a shield for 800 though. No joke, I would actually do it. Okay, so there's a key in the room to the right. It's marked by a treasure thing, so that's pretty good. Oh, that was an alarm. I don't know if you that came through in the recording. Let's see here. What can we do? I can go up here. I don't know if I can get anything, but this time we have the map and the compass, but we still don't have the... Okay, so probably we have to light these three things. With, I guess it's gonna be the slingshot in this dungeon. And then a key drops down here. That's what I'm guessing. So we have multiple keys in this dungeon, which usually means there are multiple paths we can go. Oh shit! Can you see through my power? I can see you. Do I hit him? I mean, I guess I have to light these. Oh, he has the shadow. The one that has the shadow. But you can only hit him when it's lit. It's kind of annoying that you can't equip multiple seeds at once. I guess I don't really want to do that, but... Yeah. I was gonna say it's annoying even though I don't want to do it, but I changed my mind, it's not annoying at all. I don't love the tile combination in this room. It's okay, but I don't love it. I quite like bosses like this, where... Or even when they're not bosses, but challenges like this in games, where the challenge is just notice something that's different. So like with this guy, you can notice that one of them has a shadow, the others don't. So that's how you know it's the real one. And then you also have to light the candle, which adds a nice little bit of challenge. Like we're in Dungeon 4 now, it shouldn't be baby mode anymore. Because I mean, I guess this is kind of a charade fight. Because like as you saw, like I could just camp near the middle and keep these two lit at all times, and then just trade with him, and I won because I only had to hit him like 5 times, I think, with the level 1 sword. So I guess I think I don't necessarily think he needed to have more health because it wasn't that interesting of a fight, so I don't necessarily want it to be longer, but I think they should have done something to prevent you from camping the candles, because camping the candles was a bit too powerful, I think. Maybe he should do more damage, maybe he should just have some special move he does if you're standing next to the candles, like maybe he can put them on fire. Like maybe you can cast a spell that like shoots fire out of the candle, so you can't camp next to them. That's something that we have actually seen previously in the game, right? But maybe then that's too hard for new players, I don't know. But the Oracle games are really fucking hard, dude, so I don't see what the problem is. Yeah, don't love that mini-boss, it's okay. What you seek is in the eye. Huh. That's great. Is he talking about this dungeon somehow looking like a dragon? Or is there gonna be like a face looking thing in some room? I have no idea what he's talking about actually. I don't think he's talking about the key that was in the water, right? Oh, there's a lot of stuff to explore down here, so let's go in this direction. Again, I don't like to harp on this too much, but I really think when you start the trade quest and you talk to Dr. Left and you light his candle, I really think his room should have been dark before that. I smell a slingshot coming. Oh, wow. You have to get real damn close to these fuckers, huh? Wait, they just don't jump if you spin it? Oh, didn't even need to fight them. I don't think there's anything hidden in that room, because it didn't do the jingle. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, ass munchers! No! That's cheating, dude! You can't have it fall ahead of me. Alright, we're gonna do the, we're gonna do the speed of sound strategy. So there you saw an example of what I mean, right? With pausing ruining the pacing of this game. Yes, the slingshot! Pacing, kind of a weird word, doesn't really mean anything of its own, blah blah blah, everyone knows. But what I mean is, so this creates a sort of tense moment when you push this, right? And you walk and you notice that the floor is crumbling and oh shit, I have to hurry up. That tension just completely disappears if I pause, because then I remind myself of the fact that I can just pause at any time and then nothing is happening. So there's no real time pressure to make a decision, I can just pause and think of what I want to do. And I think sort of subconsciously, obviously I know this, and I think sort of subconsciously I avoid doing that because I think it makes the game less interesting. So there, I easily could have paused the game, equipped the Pegasus seeds, and then rammed the entire way, but I didn't want to do it. And I think this is the sort of thing that... I think this is a really cursed problem with the Pegasus seeds, because it's always good to use them, but it's really annoying to pause the game and swap them out all the time, and the sound they make when you run with them is also slightly annoying. At least when you hear it all the time. Wait, what? Oh, I have to use the... Actually, let's check this room first. This is a dead end, right? So... Eh? Despawned? Oh, fine. Schmeckles. Yeah, so that's why I didn't use the Pegasus seeds right away in that room, and that's my little treatise on why I think pausing in this game is a big problem. Like, again, consider my suggestion. That's kind of funny. I wonder, did he die? I guess not, because I think I noted previously in this game that enemies die instantly instead of suffering knockback. So you can't kill them and then knock them into a pit, but I'm not sure. I don't know how much health these guys have. Okay, there he was pushed back, even though he died. But maybe it's just some enemies. Oh no! Oops. Yeah, but again, consider what I said about the select button possibly toggling two sets of items. I would probably have the Pegasus seeds on my secondary A or B button all the time. And then, what would happen in that room is that I would have noticed the floor is crumbling, I would have swapped to my second item set, and I would have used a Pegasus seed, and I would have run, and it would have felt really frantic, and I would have barely made it out, and it just would have felt really awesome. It would have been really tense, and I would have barely pulled it off. Right? Consider that. Isn't that more interesting than either pausing and ruining the tension, and then winning, or failing and then doing it again, which also kind of ruins the tension? And this is the real crux of game design, right? It's the second order problem, is what it's actually called. So there's this thing called the MDA frame. Oh, okay, so we entered this room from this direction. I didn't anticipate that, actually. I thought we were gonna emerge from the stairs, but this is fine too. It's called the second order problem. There's this there's a framework called MDA, which stands for Mechanics, Dynamics, and Aesthetics. And it's a way of thinking about games as consisting of mechanics, which is the set of rules that games follow. Anything from physics to logic to what actions the players are allowed to take, what actions enemies can take, and so on. And then the dynamics are... They're sort of what behavior is encouraged. Oops. What behavior is encouraged because of that. Let's see what this guy says. A guarded body watches with unguarded eyes. Okay! I guess we're gonna have to poke someone's eyes out. Because the old man says the secret is in the eyeball or whatever. Shit! Fuck! Ass! Oh, munchers. Let's see. So how do you summarize dynamics? Fucking damn it! How do you summarize dynamics? The dynamics is sort of the... I don't remember this super clearly, so I might be talking on my ass a little bit here. But it's something like the like a risk-reward matrix, you can think of it as. So because of the mechanics, the options I have
have these possible outcomes. Like, I can risk this and I might get this reward, or I might risk something else and get another reward. It's sort of the sum of all possible options you have. And then aesthetics, which is a terrible word, terrible choice of word for this. It refers to the experience of playing the game. It refers to the emotions that the players will feel. And in game design, the only thing that actually matters is the experience the player has, right? It doesn't actually matter what your mechanics are if they don't lead to an experience that the player finds engaging. If it doesn't feel good to play the game. Which is why people talk a lot about game feel. For example, making a mechanic that's sort of interesting on some sort of logical level is one thing, but making it feel good to use that mechanic is something else entirely. And why am I talking about this? It's because, I actually don't remember why I'm talking about this. I think it's because, oh fuck, I don't have the boss key, man. Oh, right, the fucking, I know what room this is. This is the one with the minecart and the 3 candles. And I said the key was gonna drop from. The ceiling. Maybe the boss key is gonna drop actually. That's quite interesting. Well, so I started talking about mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics because of the room with the crumbling floor. I'm still going on about that. And what happened here is because of the mechanics, which is if I want to use the Pegasus seeds, I have to pause, go in, da-da-da, do-do-do. Because of that, so that's the rules of the game. That's what I have to do in order to make that happen. They did set it up so this mechanic of swapping items doesn't affect anything in the world. For example, look at this. I throw the pot, I pause the game, I unpause the game, I pause the game, I unpause the game. Like, I could have swapped items multiple times in the very short time that the pot, like, flies from my hands to the ground and shatters, right? So, there's no real trade-off for me swapping items. There's no risk-reward here. There's no risk, it's all reward. But I don't find it interesting. That is, the dynamic here, which is what I'm talking about here. There's no risk, but there is a reward. I find it uninteresting. So that's the aesthetic, that's the feeling, the experience I have. And because of that, I don't want to engage with the mechanic. And because of that, I ended up sort of not having the intended moment in that room with the crumbling floor. But if one mechanic was different, if I could somehow have more items mapped on, so I already had the Pegasus seeds, or I could like very quickly swap without pausing the game, which you can also do on games like, I think the Wii U HD remakes of some of the Zeldas on Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, you can swap items without pausing. If that was the only way to swap items, that room would have been really good, because then I have to frantically equip my Pegasus seeds while moving, and then use them and keep moving. And I think that would have arrived at the intended experience a lot more successfully. So that's what I'm getting at there. That's why I think that's the second order problem. It's one that I think it's really difficult to solve. And the reason it's called the second order problem, right, is because as a game designer, the only thing you have full control over is the game mechanics. You can make the mechanics whatever you want, but you cannot directly control the dynamics because come on. Yes! Because the dynamics are a result of the mechanics, and you cannot at all directly control the aesthetics, the experience of the player. So you have to design the mechanics, anticipate the dynamics, and hope that they lead to the experience that you want your players to have. And I think this is a great example of how that can matter in very minute ways. Small key, huh? So where is the boss key? It's gonna be in one of those rooms, right? And I'm a huge nerd when it comes to this stuff. I love games. I love thinking about games. I love talking about games. Most people don't think about it in any. They don't really think about games critically, and that's fine, right? Not everyone has to do it. I do it because I like it. It's enjoyable to me. If it's not enjoyable to someone else, they shouldn't have to do it. Blah blah blah. But something that really drives me up the fucking wall sometimes is when you point out something like this, like the thing I just talked about, right? It's a very small mechanic. It's something you don't really think about a lot. It's very simple to code. It's easy to understand. It pauses the game for you when you swap your items. There's no risk to it. It's just a reward. It feels reasonable. But it can lead to moments that kind of just don't work. I don't know if this is the greatest example, because I think everyone agrees that pausing the game all the time in these games is sort of annoying. But sometimes you have other examples with... no, it was the top one I need to hit. I see. Sometimes you have games with, like, mechanics that are seemingly very minor, but they have a significant impact on how it feels to play the game. And sometimes when you point that out, someone will say, oh, it's just a minor mechanic, why do you care? And they won't acknowledge that the mechanic doesn't actually matter. It's not that's not the point. The point isn't that the mechanic should be different. The point is that I wanted to have a more engaging experience, and I think that could have been achieved if this mechanic was different. Do you see how that's not the same thing? I don't know if I'm making sense anymore. It's sort of weird talking for yourself, isn't it? Ooh, that was a cool jump. So yeah, if you want to think about games critically, I think it's very important to consider that, oh, there's sort of a skull, so this is what the old man means by secret in the eye, right? There you go. But what do you mean by unguarded body and whatnot? Probably relates to the boss. Oh. I wonder what the boss is gonna be. Let's see. So if you want to think about games critically, you have to acknowledge that mechanics do not matter for the player. They do not impact... Well, so... No, I take that back. Mechanics do matter. They do impact your experience with the game, but they are distinct from your experience with the game. They are not the same thing. Again, if I had the slingshot equipped, I could have swapped the track there, but I didn't feel like pausing the game. Maybe I should have paused it. I think that would have been less annoying than going all the way. Something I don't like about the minecart is that it's very easy to enter by accident. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks that, I don't know. Well, let's go fight the boss. Let's fight the fucking boss. So, where did I have to go again? It's the room right above me. Okay, so it's the room right above me, but on the floor below. Where did I go again? Is the stairs in... No, oops. Oh, it appears in the water. That's kind of cool. I wonder if the stairs is here. So again, like I like to talk and think about all this game design stuff. But it's not like I'm a professional game designer or anything. I think I probably think about games more critically than the average player. But oh shit! Oh shit! That's awesome. But I'm not a professional, I'm not a fucking master or anything. I think I'm right about having to acknowledge that mechanics are distinct from your experience, and that your experience is always going to be more important than the minutiae of the mechanics. That said, the reason we often talk about mechanics when we want to talk about how we wish games were different is because that is the game. the experience of playing the game is also distinct from the game. That's an interaction between the player and the game, which is the real interesting thing about games, right? Compared to other media, compared to non-interactive media especially. That the most important thing isn't the game itself, it's the interaction between the game and the player, and the experience the player can have because of that. I wonder what happens if I throw a pot at this guy. Marijuana strike! No! Alright. Let's see, I'm losing focus a little bit here. Hope I don't die on the boss. I don't know where to get more potions. I had a potion really early on that I got from Maple, then I used it on a very important encounter. And now I don't have a potion. This game almost exclusively has bosses from Zelda 1, so we can probably guess what the boss is gonna be. We got the slingshot, so it's probably gonna be Goma, right? That you typically use the bow for, but you use the slingshot in Ocarina of Time. And Ocarina of Time was extremely popular when these two games came out. I wonder if... oh, that's what the old man meant when he said armored body and... armored body and a weak eyeball or something. It said like a vulnerable eye and an armored body. That does describe Goma pretty well, I suppose. I think Goma looks like a crab in this one. I want that heart, but... uh-oh, I'm about to fall. I can't reach it. Ah, whatever. Let's fight! Well, look at that. That is Goma. We're gonna shoot fire. Probably to hit the eye, right? Nope. No. That's awesome. I fucking love that animation. Oh, we can just punch her? Alright, let's punch. The feather is really overpowered. But I really like it. So, you know, in Link to the Past, you have the magic cape that turns you completely invincible. The jump in this game is kind of like that. But you're vulnerable. You're only invulnerable for a short time, and then you always become vulnerable as you land. So if you land inside a hitbox, you still take damage. I just realized this is just a dodge roll. This is the fucking dodge roll. What is going on? No, don't do it to me, Johnny. Oh, they drop hearts. That's awesome. Uh-oh. I can't believe Dark Souls ripped off Oracle of Seasons. In Dark Souls 1, you even jump with the roll button. Ooh, let's go. This is the OG Dark Souls, baby. Thought it was Kingsfield, Demon Souls. Nuh-uh. Oracle of Seasons, baby. Okay, this is getting a little silly. They dropped way too many hearts. Okay, you... This is also kind of a charade fight, isn't it? Like, as soon as you get to phase 2, I probably could have just traded to get to phase 2, because it didn't take that many hits to beat Goma, to take the claw off. And then in phase 2, like, I could just swing and shoot, swing and shoot. Oh, hiccups. And they drop so many hearts that I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna go plus some health. Don't love this floor tiling, by the way, that's gonna come back in the tier list. Really are making a tier list of floor tilings in this game. Okay, so we made it. You got the Soothing Rain, an essence of nature, bathe in drops of Soothing Rain, shoots grow, shot... What did it say? I didn't pay attention. Sorry about that. Sorry, game. I'm not gonna understand your deep story anymore. Might as well skip all the cutscenes now. But yeah, usually people talk about this game being pretty tough, and the combat is pretty hard, and the combat is what it's about, but, a Soothing Rain, Eyeglass Lake, right. Yeah. There are a lot of... There's a surprisingly high amount of charade fights in this game, and again, I think I went over this in a previous part, a charade fight, there's no... It's not an officially recognized name or anything. It's what I call a fight that uses the mechanics for fighting, but if you look at the dynamics, so again, MDA framework, there's no way you can actually lose if you just trade with the boss, essentially. So like with Goma, if I just stand next to her and hit attack, I'm gonna win. She's gonna die before I die. So it's not really a fight because I can't lose. It's more like a charade, like I'm playing along, we're pretending that we're fighting. But it's already decided that I'm gonna win. You know? I guess we'll do what we usually do and head back to Horon Village. And then we'll start, then we'll save, and then we'll... Well, for me, some time is gonna pass. For you, if anyone is even watching this, there's gonna be some time before the next part, probably. No seeds? Here's some animals in the wild that are used to people. Maybe you can make friends, that's nice. I like friends. Oh, fuck! She appears here? Really? Well, I'm ready, baby. Nothing of value. I do know the drill. Yeah, get fucked, Maple. Get fucked. Okay, let's appraise these ringaroos. The Octor... I already have that one. What are the odds? Come on, man. And then he closes the menu? Or did I do that? I don't know. The green joy ring. Find double ore chunks. Well, that's not very useful. Rings do nothing unless warned. That's, truer words have seldom been spoken. So it seems like I still can't get to this thing, right? The treasure in the southwest, because I don't have the fall season or the autumn season. So let's see. We're gonna harvest this. 200 rupees? Fuck, man, I have too much money. I don't even know where to spend it, man. Let's replant the gauches. I need to swap with the faster item. Oh, the guilty destroys the thing. That's cool. Where did we plant something? Did we plant something here? I think we did. I think we did. Let's check it. I said we were gonna forget, but just because I said that, we're not gonna forget. That's not the right direction. Is it this one or is it this one? Oh, it is. Oh, it does show. It does show you. That's awesome. I hope it shows that because I have planted one and doesn't just show every single plantable spot. Although I guess it's kind of convenient that it shows you where you can plant them as well. Okay, I like this. I like this. We also have to figure out where to continue the trade quest, right? That's probably what we're gonna do next time. I think you can get the Noble Sword already, as soon as you get the Autumn Spirit. Whenever someone uses the British version of a word, you have to say it like you're a pretentious snob. It's one of my rules. Where else did we plant one? It was Sunken City, right? See, this is what I said about gacha seeds not being that valuable. You always have so many of them. At least that's my experience. Let's see what happens. Maybe we get something really good. Another ring. That is pretty nice, actually. Let's go appraise them, too. We're gonna plant our last seed here, because it gave us a ring, and that's really good. So, oh, oops. Something pretty neat. If you press B, you can go back. Okay, let's just change this, so we don't accidentally do it again. Okay, so now we have 2 more rings to appraise. We're gonna see what happens. I swear, if they are both Octorok rings... I'm not even gonna be mad. I'm actually gonna laugh at that. That would be so funny. Come on. Come on, baby. Octorok ring. Octorok ring, baby. No, it's a Zora ring. Dive without breathing. Huh, do I want that? The fist ring. Punch. That's El Blano's ring. So, I know there's a way you can get a bigger box to hold rings. Can you buy that in the shop? I'm going overtime here, but it's fine. I make the rules. It's one of my rules. Hey, let's get this one. Want to buy as much as we can. There's a members card, that's right. That's right, fuck you. Let's see what we can buy. Ring box? Nope. What is this? Oh, bigger seed satchel. That's great. Map. I don't know what this does. The legendary ruins? Hell yeah! Sparkles mark hidden treasures. Oh, right, it's these. I remember this. Yeah, we found one of them already. The square jewel, I think? And now we have to find the other 3. We don't have to find them right now, but I think they are for Dungeon 6. I don't think we can get to all of them before we beat Dungeon 5, though. Do we get this? No, I'm gonna save... we end up with very few rupees if we do. I'm gonna save some because I want to buy potions later. Not that I know where to do that. Actually, before we... Oh, fuck, I can hold 50. That's a lot. Before we quit, I'm actually gonna go and buy the bigger bomb bag. If I can remember where that was. I think this is closest, right? I kind of want the bigger ring box, because the Sora ring is actually kind of nice. I think what it does, it's this animation here. It removes the time limit on it. Oh, right! This is the, Oh, you can't go back. This is the one I noted before, that this was probably gonna lead to Sunken City, and it does. Did I plant a Gasha seed around here? I said I don't really like Gasha seeds, but now I'm getting kind of into them. Is there one around here? Right, I can check the map. That's pretty cool. No. Not one I can see. Okay, let's go back to Sunken City, then go back to the mountains and see if we can get that bigger bomb bag. Now that I have so many, there's no real reason for me not to just use this all the fucking time. Does anyone tell you that you're supposed to dive there? What is this again? Vases, that's right. I mean, it looks kind of obvious. Does it, or does it just look obvious to me because I know it? I don't know. I think if there's no hint that you're supposed to dive there, and that's the only way you can progress a game, that's kind of nasty, man. It's kind of Ocarina of Time-esque. Ocarina of Time did that a lot. Things that are hinted or barely... You can go back. Things that are barely hinted or not at all hinted. Depending on how you see it, I suppose. That you have to do to progress the game. Which one of the things more commonly... that Ocarina of Time pretty commonly gets criticized for these days. Let's see, where was that entry point? I think up here. We need Lord Kuko. Another thing I'm thinking about here, right? Like I said with the rocks, which I wouldn't really say in another game, but because this game has so many problems with having to pause and change items so often, wouldn't it be nice if you jump on the tree stump and you can just press A to swap seasons, you don't have to equip the rod? Because like... Okay, find the rhythm, Eric, find the rhythm. There you go, baby boo. There you go, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it. Yes! Is this the right way? Is it? Isn't it? Nope, this is not the right way. It's still spring? Yep. So, like, there's no use for the rod unless you're on a stump, and there's nothing you want to do on a stump other than use the rod. So why is the rod an item instead of just an action you can take while you're standing on a stump, right? Same with the bracelet. Like, why do you have to use the bracelet? Why do you have to equip it and use it to lift rocks and push these roly-polies? I think especially for pushing these sausages, you should not have to equip the bracelet, just like how you can push pots without equipping it. However, I'm not entirely convinced that it would be better to equip the bracelet, or to not equip the bracelet to lift things, like lift rocks and pots and such. Because you really might want to use something else when standing next to a pot, for example. Some people like to have their sword on A, right? So what if A was a lift button? Well, then you can, if you want to have your sword on A, then you can't like swing your sword at an enemy on the other side, because Link would lift it instead. So in some ways it is good that you have to use the bracelet, that you have to actually, equip it and use it to lift things. I definitely don't think you should have had to equip it to push things, but yeah. That's my takeaway there. I'm really not sold on the... Whoa, it just explodes, that's awesome. Yeah, let's go. I'm really not sold on the everything else though. The what was I talking about again? I'm getting really tired right now. Should be careful, man. I'm really not sold on having to equip the Rod of Seasons though. Or it even being an item, I guess. I don't know. Like, it feels kind of nice that it's an item. It feels like it's a thing you can do. But it's not really a thing you can do. You can only use it on stumps, and when you are on a stump, that's probably the only thing you want to do. So I think it would have been pretty nice if they made it so you just press A on the stump and use the rod. You don't have to equip it. Yeah. I think I've convinced myself at this point that that's what I want to do. Blue luck ring. Half damage, but only from beams. That seems awfully specific. I think I'll keep the quicksand one I have equipped. Well, but you got some upgrades today. I said before I don't really like hard upgrades, which is true. I think they generally make the games too easy. Like I said before, this game has a lot of charade fights. I don't think that would be true at all if I only had the 3 hearts I started with, so maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I should just not have gotten any more hearts. But also I would have died a lot in the dungeons, unless I played super carefully. But maybe it would have been more fun to play super carefully. I don't know. That said, I do like upgrades to things like this, right? Because now, as soon as you get Gale Seeds, you pretty much have infinite seeds anyway, right? You can just warp between the trees and refill whenever you want. So this just makes it more convenient. You don't have to do that as often. Carrying more bombs, also more convenient. Most of the times you're full on bombs anyway. This just pretty much eliminates the chance that you run out. So, pretty nice convenience upgrade. Yeah, got the shield back. Probably gonna lose it again. Probably not gonna use it. That's all for today, I guess. I'm having... Oh, oops. Right, I have to actually press the A button. I'm having a great time doing this. I'm gonna continue. Don't know if anyone is watching yet, because I haven't uploaded the first part yet. That's right, you get to hear it. This is part 4. Still haven't uploaded anything. But I'm probably gonna start uploading before recording the next session. Recording the next episode. So yeah, no idea if anyone's gonna watch, but I'm having fun doing this. I'm probably gonna keep going for a while, even if no one watches. But eventually I would probably feel pretty silly about recording if no one is watching. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I'm feeling pretty hopeful right now. Well, that's Fahrenheit signing out. Chaya!